President Trump is easily the most transparent president in U.S. history. There's no one who's even close. He walks into that briefing room, starts addressing the press directly on his plan to stamp out crime and reduce homelessness in our nation's capital, which he's sick of as a new resident. You know how when you move to a new town and you start getting a feel for what it's actually like, and maybe it's not as great as you thought it might be, and you feel powerless to do anything over it? Yeah, well, Trump felt that, but then realized he wasn't powerless, and he's going to clean up that city. The nation's capital, which should be a gem, a crown jewel of America's, but instead, it's disgusting. Have you been there recently? I've been to DC a lot over the past year. It's disgusting. And by the way, I lived there for 3 years, there and in Baltimore, both, and also Northern Virginia. And my point is simply spent a lot of time in the Capitol, a lot. I worked at Fox News, right in the heart of the nation's capital, right across from Union Station. It was clean at one point. It's not anymore. It's disgusting. And he's decided to do something about it, which I'll get to in 1 second. But before I get to that, when have we had a president who will just stand up there and tell you everything he's thinking? He covered everything. He talked at length about the meeting he's going to have with Vladimir Putin this Friday in Alaska. Wasn't shy about saying, Zelensky, he'll be around, but he's not going to be like right there, not yet. And we don't need him. He's been around for 3 years. What's happened? Talking about how this war never would have happened had Trump been president, about how Putin took territory when GWB was president, when Obama was president, when Joe Biden was president, and only one president didn't have land taken while he was sitting in the Oval Office, and that was DJT. So he's back now trying to clean up other people's messes, and he's doing it his way. Talking about the war that he just settled between Azerbaijan and Armenia. These guys have been fighting for 30 years. They never thought it was going to end. And talking about both of those two are saying that he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. Right? This is like the fifth military conflict that Trump has settled. Where's that on the cover of the New York Times? Do you see that all the time? Is anybody other than the people who have received the benefit of his intervention talking about the Nobel Peace Prize? Would the left ever say that about President Trump? Never.